Well, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to a 62-kilogram catchweight bout, contested three-minute rounds. Daryl Yuill fighting out of the blue corner. He's in the black and red Eric shorts. He represents Forza MMA as he takes on the Griphouse's Dan McAleer in the black shorts. Just getting their last instructions, touch gloves.
Are we going to see some rounds in this one?
Maybe, yeah, three.
Nice low kick to start.
And digs to the body and then tries to get the clinch. McAleer's got the underhooks, though.
He's going to defend this, I think. Go for some sort of high crotch, modified style takedown here.
That's like a muscle takedown, though, isn't it?
That's not a good idea right at the start.
Looking to chip those knees.
And now Dan McAleer can just start to... Oh, well, he's been reversed
now. Oh, yeah, beautiful.
I wasn't expecting that there.
Yeah, Yuill again use the underhook.
Yeah, Daryl holding him against the cage. If he can start getting his head in as well. He's not making the most of his head pressure at the moment.
Got to be careful chasing the single like this, though. That head's in there.
And against the fence, it's always risky. But, hey, great takedown.
Yeah, beautiful.
I think there'll be a scoop. No, he's taking a bit of side control here.
When he dropped him on the angle, that's what...
Nice.
And he's got time to work, side control. Well, knees to the body, baby. But
if he's going to put some hooks in
yeah, and he's got one in. Has he got both in?
I think he does.
Yes.
I think he has both hooks in. And this 2-on-1 defense will work.
It could even transition to a body triangle if he wanted.
I think he's in trouble here. Daryl Yuill looking to squeeze and get this submission, but I think he might have the chin out. Dan McAleer's chin's not. It's well enough in the groove. Yeah, he's done well to defend. And
yeah, but he's still going to have to work for a minute and a half with a really fresh and dry Daryl Yuill on the back.
He's doing a good job of defending. I'd prefer not to see him punching so much.
Yeah.
Maybe just going 2-on-1 and pushing that hand up and over his head. And rolling to the side that the body triangle's locked.
Yeah.
He's going to have a tough time breaking that unless he moves to the side of the lock, which he's starting to do now. And he's kind of methodically trying to just move through the correct transitions for the defense, but he still is sitting right on top, and he is in danger here.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's great defense, but that's all it is.
Yeah, he's not really looking to move out yet. He's just settling, keeping his hands on his opponent's hands and trying to break the grip.
And that body triangle is going to stop him, well, make it much more difficult to turn into his opponent, right?
Absolutely. Although he is kind of stuck, the body triangle is going to stick him in place.
I want him to be a little more... I mean, the hand fighting is wonderful from... But right now, it's just sort of, I'm going to hold the body, I'm going to hold you close, I'm not going to take any damage.
And no one's really taking any risks here.
No, but absolutely a round to the blue.
Daryl wins that round for sure, finishing the round on his opponent's back. But Dan looks fresh, he's not tired yet, he didn't panic. Can be very easy to panic in that situation for both guys, for the attacker and the defender. If he can work to another position like that, maybe he's going to just try and coast through all three rounds like that.
Well, why not? I mean, he had to work for about a minute to get in there, but once he got that body triangle,
yeah, absolutely,
it was, well, stay on your back all day.
Yeah, Dan didn't really have an answer for the body triangle at the moment, but I get very tough, especially when you've got the cage up against one side of you.
Yeah. On the other side of things, absolutely no damage received whatsoever.
He's perfectly fine. He's fresh. He's not exhausted. He's good to go.
And he, to be fair, it looks like he's wearing the pace of the first round a little bit better than the man in the red corner.
It can be hard. It's hard work trying to keep someone. Oh, both guys winging shots now, and some low kicks coming in. Daryl controlling this fight here. He's got the centre of the octagon. He's throwing whatever shots he wants. Dan McAleer's having to come into him.
He's got a tiny bit of range on McAleer, I think, does Yuill. And if he can keep working behind those straight shots, straight front teeps, keep him at distance.
But now we're clinched against the cage again.
And this almost a repeat of the first round. The underhooks to turn in, and then any second we can expect Yuill to end up on top.
Although he's going to have to do something underhook-wise.
Yeah.
Dan McAleer's got double unders here and is going to look to just kick his feet away, kick his base away, and just sort of slump him down to the ground.
Right now, though, Yuill's going, not today.
He's defending well so far. Dan's wearing heavy on him. Knocking his base away, chipping away the shots, which are nice.
Yeah, those little uppercuts there, chipping away. And
These
all
are
of
good shots.
them, yeah.
They're talking to each other. There seems to be a little bit of back and forth in there. I like that.
And chipping knees to the inside of the thigh.
As we said earlier, very painful. Those shots all add up, although they don't look like it. Believe me, they do. And he's going to just drag the base away there. I love that.
And then when he feels that, no, I'm not going to take him down, he goes back to chipping away at the head. It's lovely.
There's still a minute 20 to work here. And that's a really nice takedown there. Dan McAleer's probably going to pass.
Well, you know, Yuill did a lot of good work in the grappling. Maybe he's got something from the back.
I think here Dan McAleer could look to just move his head out and start throwing some shots here. He's got his man pressed up against the cage in a horrible position. This is awful. Very hard to get out of. Very uncomfortable. Makes it tough on your breathing. Hurts your head, hurts your neck. But Dan just sort of goes down into the guard.
Accepts.
Happy to just dominate the round here, I think, which is a good idea.
Yeah.
Make it 1-1 and then not rush. And Yuill's just trying to close his guard. He's not really, because obviously his posture is so badly. If you look there, Dan McAleer here doing a great job with his head.
Yeah.
I love to see that. That's a favourite of mine.
Driving it in.
And it's horrible.
Yeah.
So when you're on the receiving end of that, I can't emphasise enough how it's all you can concentrate on. I'd like to even see him maybe covering the mouth a little bit.
Yeah.
A bit of the smothering, just making it tough in there.
I love the fact, though, again, that though Yuill, despite the fact being out, he's looking to try to get to a hip. He's looking to try.
Absolutely. He's working, not accepting the position. He's just having a tough time getting out of it, and that's a very different thing.
And that's a very different round from the first.
So I'd say we're 1-0 here. We're
Oh,
going
I
into
would
the third.
agree with you 100%. Which one of these two guys can
Gut this out.
Yeah, they got to roll through or you know, change gear, pick it up another notch, get a little bit.
And that's the risk you take, isn't it? Do you just go, right, okay, let's go, and empty the tank and get the win and risk something going wrong? I think we'll probably see a very similar round to 1 and 2. A little bit of striking to start off, clinch against the cage, and it'll be who comes out on top is going to take this one.
I just figure as a fighter, there's 3 people that you can't trust.
Who's that?
And all of them
the
are
judges.
You can't.
No.
In a close fight, you can't. No.
Definitely not.
You don't know what they're seeing. You don't know what they're.
Because you always bet on your own ability as well.
Absolutely.
So you would be like, well, why did the judge? Oh, I thought we were going to get a touch of glove there, but we saw sort of a bicycle kick. Nice teep to the body for McAleer. Doing good to maintain his distance, but he's just been on the wrong end of a nasty hook there.
Good left hand lands. And then the head kick just sneaks up.
Yuill landing the best
Yuill
shots.
fighting at range, using that length, straight shots.
Absolutely. He should keep some space here and just look to kick and see if he can do that for the next 2.5 minutes. He'll take this fight.
He does seem to be a little more aggressive. I don't know if it's sharper, but he seems more aggressive with the hands, does more damage. And
a slip for McAleer,
and that could
and
be
he's ended up with Yuill on top of him.
Inside control, where I'd love him to shove him up against the cage and land some knees to the body.
I think he's going to have a tough time mounting him here without the cage to back him up.
And that
out in the open is always easier to get up. And I think he's going to just scoot out the side here, McAleer. But Yuill is going to be expending a huge amount of energy in this north-south position.
Yeah, I thought he was looking to go like really north and south. Instead, no, I'm decided I want to be in half guard.
He's tried to step all the way over into mount, and he's going to find himself in trouble here. I think he's probably going to get swept over by Dan McAleer. Oh,
nice.
And a guillotine attempt, but Dan McAleer stepped around now and inside control. And Yuill can't just hold on to the head here. This is doing nothing. Eventually his arm's going to burn out. Dan's going
he's going to pop his
yeah,
head
he's going
out.
to pop his head out, and he's going to be in a position to land strikes. Well, he's going for a Von Flue. He's going for a Von Flue. And I don't think Yuill's realised what's going on here. He's going to...
Has he got the head arm?
If he steps over here, he will have. If he can,
and he's got a minute to work, so just slowly.
That's it. Just this slow squeeze and pressure. Head and arm's my favourite submission. If Dan McAleer can get across here, even into mount. And Yuill's got his arm out, thankfully. Otherwise, I don't think he realised how much trouble he was in there.
It was good work from the Forza man.
And purely by holding on to the head. He can't hold on to the head here. He's doing it again.
Yeah, it's just going to set him up for a second. Now he's going to try and separate that by kneeling on the arm.
If he doesn't, I think Dan McAleer's going to take this.
Just from top control.
Yep. If Yuill does it after all that great work that he done at the start.
Oh, there we go. Trapping the arm, landed a few shots, staying aggressive, and again setting up that head and arm.
And if he can slide this knee over, which he's trying to do.
And he has.
He's gone over. He's in the mount.
Oh, he's in the other side now. Can he tighten it up? He's got a lot of room. I think he's going to take a little bit of... I think he's going to be able to see it out.
Yeah, Yuill's doing a good job defending. He needs to really go palm to palm and just push and make a lot more space. What's happened here? Is that time? I never heard a buzzer there.
No, it's time.
Oh.
And that's the end of the...
That was a bit fast and furious there. Weird finish. No buzzer. But Fraser Hurst call time.
I think we got a blue corner win here. Just from the... Yeah, just from the position at the end. Wow, it's going to be a tough... That's a tough third round to call.
It was, especially like... And as well, it was a slip that ended up setting up the whole ground exchange, which, as we say, anything can happen. I've slipped. It's so easily done. Everything can be going your way, and then all of a sudden you're on your back with your opponent on top of you.
Luckily, 3 wiser heads than mine around the cage are going to have to...
I'm glad I'm not deciding.
Yeah, me too. Our MC stepped in. With no further ado, let's make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have this as the winner for the 62 kilogram catchweight MMA, and it goes to